Well, Kai France probably could have been a professional rugby league player if he so chose. We're thankful that he chose mixed martial arts. And even though there have been some setbacks, including a fight against Brandon Moreno for the interim UFC flyweight championship, no one in the MMA space would argue that this is not one of the more well-rounded flyweights in the world. Packs some power, to be sure. If any 125-pounder has that death touch, other than the former champ Davison Figueiredo, who has moved up, it's probably Kai France, and he believes his power is going to win the day here tonight in this matchup against a fellow flyweight contender. All right, so here's the now two-time UFC flyweight champion, Brandon Moreno, goes to Rio de Janeiro, beats Davison Figueiredo, in all likelihood the fourth and final meeting, but just an incredible accomplishment in a career full of them for the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno.
And still very young, but when you look at his opponent tonight, you recognize that for all that he's done, Brandon Moreno still has to do everything right to get his hand raised. He's got tremendous boxing. We saw in the Figueiredo fight that he has great submission skills, but it's the game planning and the fight IQ that I've been very impressed with lately, because the Kai France fight, John, he fought so beautifully, and he fought behind the game plan and ultimately got a finish.
We'll see how it goes for Brandon Moreno tonight, a guy who really has had a target on his back in this division for the better part of a half-decade. And now our tail of the tape for this flyweight tilt. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kai And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Brandon the Assassin Baby Moreno.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one. All right, so here's Brandon Moreno, Tijuana, Mexico's first UFC champion. Won an interim belt against Kai France in what was their second meeting, and somehow, some way, the trilogy arrives tonight. Your thoughts on France trying to exact some revenge here after what happened back in 2022?
Brandon Moreno is the funnest fighter on the UFC's roster, the nicest guy that you could ever come across. That is an absolute killer, because once that door closes, the octagon door closes, all the smiles are gone, and he is an absolute dog on the scent of a target that he wants to chase down. Kai France doesn't need to be chased though. Kai France will be in his face from the moment they say fight, trying to beat a man that has got the upper hand on him twice. Let's see what he does, or how he does.
Glancing right hand lands upstairs. Fast pace here in the early going. Nice body shot there. All right, early action here, and you can see the reaction from the corner as he gets the takedown here early on the kickbox.
Well, you knew that he wanted to score takedowns. You just did not expect it to happen this early and this easily. What a great job by this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, knowing that he needed to get the takedown and doing exactly that.
Side control now. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. Good, solid strike on the ground.
And look at him attack in the old triangle on the other side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his chest to the mat and chase the finish.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Oh, beautifully placed in time kick there by France. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Oh, perfect execution on the low kick.
Nice block.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh, another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by the assassin baby, Brandon Moreno. Nice straight right lands. Back and forth we go.
Ooh, what a head kick.
Oh, Superman punch. Throwing that jab yet again out of range. 1 minute to go here in the opening round. Moreno gets caught with that punch. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time. Oh, big damaging knees here to the body. Man, how good is his right hook counter? Trying to go to the body now with the kick, that one misses. Moreno's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. France gets hit with that hook shot there. He's got to be careful to not allow the offense to follow up here. Final seconds here. Horn sounds for the end of round one. Heading back to the corner now. France is bleeding from the forehead there a little bit. It doesn't appear to be too bad. The focus for the cut man, though, to make sure that he can stop the bleeding and not allow the blood to get into the eyes. All right, well, the athletes have kept the replay truck busy tonight. We will take a look back at some of the highlights from that previous round. He opened a cut above his opponent's eye.
And now the cut becomes a story. We are going to have to watch the placement of this cut. Is the blood going to start to leak into the eye? How is he going to be able to fight through the damage that was dealt on those shots? What a great round by his opponent. But now it's on him to make the adjustments that gives himself a chance.
And it's not just the cut man who has his work cut out for him. We'll see if he can make those adjustments and rally here in this next round. Single leg takedown. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other can really take control of what has been a very close fight thus far. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be... Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest.
Just looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Moreno. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
He does a great job of getting to his position, landing effective strikes, and now his opponent's starting to swell.
Pretty athletic off his back to avoid that strike from the top.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, that's got to be it. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there. All right, feet on the hips here. Moreno's back in half guard. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. Well, no surprise there as he lets his opponent stand back up. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. 2 minutes to go in the round. All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight. Push kick there to the body.
That's some power there.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. He's ripe for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
All right, let's go. Let's get those hands going now.
Well, once again, mixed martial arts, the land of the unpredictable. You've got a jiu-jitsu fighter here throwing hands with one of the better guys in this division.
I would have never thought that this is the fight that would play out in front of us. The jiu-jitsu guy leading the dance, but not only leading the dance and the striking, but winning the exchanges. He has truly shown that he has committed himself to becoming a full mixed martial arts.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Tried to land the punch, but a swing and a miss by Catafronts. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Moreno's got a bruise now starting to appear on the right side of his body. Oh, he lands the Superman punch.
He loaded up there on that high kick.
20 seconds to go, round two. Rip the body there. Final seconds of the round. Well, he lands another strike there, DC, and no surprise, the swelling only getting worse.
It's getting worse. You know, we talked about this very early, how he needed to change something. He hasn't changed it, and now the swelling is starting to get bad.
Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Right on the button. Out of France. Gets caught with that punch. Gotta shore up the defense. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Work to get back in the guard now. Move those hips.
Now he's got good body position, yup.
Lands a big elbow there. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Brandon Moreno. Another ground and pound strike lands. Takes his back now. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Moreno.
Armbar.
Looks pretty tight, DC.
It's getting tight right now, John.
Oh, the submission defense holds up. He gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finish here.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded. They're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he's giving himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
You never have?
Nope.
Lucky guy. I have. Changing the position.
Caught France is back in full mount. Oh, good ground and pound here. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Oh, that Kimura looks tight. Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Brandon Moreno. Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad.
Oh, good technique. Oh, submission defense holds up again.
It's on point. He's constantly under attack, and he just constantly backs away these submission attempts back to back. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
All right, has the guard closed here. Caught France is looking to pass in half guard here, but he's denied.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Moreno's back in full guard now. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Oh, submission attempts in bunches tonight.
He's got it isolated.
Oh, that is gonna do it. That's gonna be it.
Holy smokes.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
Back inside the octagon once again, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 15 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by submission due to an armbar, Brandon the Assassin
his opponent finds out the hard way Brandon Moreno can grapple. He gets it done tonight by submission.
I mean, we have seen him do this before. We have seen him win fights on the ground, but I don't know if he's ever looked as good as he did tonight.